I had the papers all said and done, but when you have the law saying this is bonding you, and you have to pay attention to it. So I just left it alone,
Hey, so that was Barnett, right?
That was Barnett.
So throw me a number range-wise. What kind of money are you talking about for that kind of fight?
Oh, man. For him?
I'm saying for you.
For me?
Because, you're off, this is the midst of being off for like 11 months. This is a lot of money probably. They're paying pretty big money.
For me at that time, I'm not going to give you like the direct number, but for me at that time, it was definitely enough to get excited over, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, whatever, you know what I mean? Barnett, I know he's a top fighter, you know what I mean? He's definitely in the top 10 easily. Mm-hmm. And, where I stand and how I was training for that fight, I was like, whatever. He's a big dude. I'm a big guy. It's just gonna have to come down to who wants it the most at that particular time. And so, like I said, everything was all said and done. It's just, my contract just pulled me back, Yeah. But thankfully, Strikeforce, picked me up, So.
Well, I think you guys are set now. This is a good, solid company, Strikeforce, and they've got the event coming up, and we'll get into the fight here in a second. So Elite XC goes down. Do you point the finger of blame at one guy? Was it Kimbo? Was that his fault? Was it the promoters? What went wrong?
Oh, man. I'm not going to say it's Kimbo because Kimbo was Kimbo. Yeah. I'm definitely going to have to blame it on the promoters. They knew what they was doing. If I ever had to leave, say Strikeforce or whatnot, to go to another organization, there's no way I would partake in an organization that highlights around one person, because you're never going to succeed in that, So I put most of it on them, not tossing out any names, but I'm pretty sure, if they was worth to do it again, they themselves would not highlight one person.
Right. You seem to suggest at times that he was being protected. So do you think they just they got caught in that last fight against Petrozelli where they were just screwed? They got to get somebody. Do you think if they had really thought it through, they would have ever matched him up against someone like Petrozelli?
No.
Because how many times did you ask for the fight, and what do they tell you? There's no way would they outright say we can't do it? It's too early for Kimbo. We can't risk it.
It was never anything direct.
Yeah.
But there was definitely things going around that just wasn't right. And so, when Kimbo fought Petrozelli, I'm not even going to put him down because, he is a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
People who know him, he is a fighter. Mm-hmm. And but he's just not known as a stand-up type of guy. So it was just a lot of things during that time that just kind of got me heated, because actually I was supposed to have been at that fight, and I'm pretty sure if things were to occur the way it was, I should have been in the cage with him. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. But it's over, said and done. They, tried to save the man as much as possible, because me as an MMA fighter, another heavyweight, I knew it was just a matter of time before Kimbo was going to fall. Right. I mean, it was too many holes in his game that I saw. It just needed to be exposed, and it definitely, his chin got exposed. So hey.
You get the sense now that he probably doesn't want to come back, because there's two standpoints here. Strikeforce is not going to, I don't think, pay him $500,000 a year to try to work him up the ladder, which clearly he has to do. And from his standpoint, does he want to make less money and take the risk? He may lose making no money. So if you were him, what would you do right now?
If he was a true fighter, if I was Kimbo, that would motivate me that much more to get in the ring or to get in the gym and train all different areas. You know what I mean? You can slack a lack in the first half, so you're gonna have to kind of go down a little bit and then crawl your way. You just can't jump in, and try to think you the best. You know what I mean? But if I was him, I definitely would, sit back and try to figure myself out on how to make a comeback. Because if he make a comeback and he proves to the world pretty much that he can fight standing, he can fight on the ground, and just be the grappling type king, his fans would definitely come back to him.
He'll make a lot of money. But the point is, though, he's not you.
Right.
So what do you think he's going to do?
Man, I'm pretty sure he's just gonna max and relax, man. He's gonna max and relax. I'm sure he's definitely one of the fighters, that got paid, within a year's time. I'm pretty sure Lesnar, Couture, he's up there, with them, within a year's time. And I don't know too many other fighters, nah. So being that, it is what it is, I don't think we're going to see Kimbo for a while, Yeah. He's pretty much done.
So what's going on with the hat? I see the familiar hat. You still with these guys? They're still backing you?
You know what?
Or is it an old hat now? Is there a war now with
sponsorship wise, man? I mean, I didn't get him this time around. Just certain situations. This was kind of blocking that. The economy is not right, like I said. Yeah. So no hatred or nothing. I just like the Rockets gear. You know what I mean? Good deal. I'm a big black man myself, so I'm gonna keep on wearing it.
They could have at least got you a couple of cameos on the show, though. A little cash that way. Why not? Could have been part of the cast. Right. Some crazy antics, no?
I'm never going to turn down no money. Never. But hey, move forward. You know what I mean?
So you are fired up for this fight. You were just saying earlier, though. He's a small guy. You're kind of surprised by how small he is. But I mean, there's not a hole here where you're going to kind of let down your guard. I hope there's a lot on the line for you in this fight, even if he is 5'11" and 240.
Right. It is a lot on the line for me because man, it's like I said, it's been a year. And I have a lot of bills. So things are behind. The way I see it, this dude is just here to catch me up. You know what I mean? And also to put money in my pocket so I can train that much harder for whoever is next on my slate, So I'm going to go out there and strong. I'm not going to disrespect him in the sense that I'm looking at him as, as a small guy, which he is, you know what I'm saying? He is a small guy, and I don't understand why he wants to fight at heavyweight when realistically he needs to be at like 185, maybe 205. I don't understand why his coaches and his partners doesn't open his eyes, but I'm definitely going to open his eyes this weekend. Trust me.
He's that small, or you think he can make 85?
Yes, he can definitely make 185, man. Right now he just has bulky muscle, He's just a bulky guy, a big bulky guy. He's heavy, top heavy. You know what I mean? So I'm going to catch him off guard because he's gonna fall himself, man. He's gonna lean off because he's so top heavy. He's so short. He has short legs, and it's no way. And excluding me, let's say he's fighting like a Tim Sylvia. You know what I mean? There's no way he's gonna climb that mountain, man. He have a better chance with me, but there's a lot of big guys in the heavyweight department that can definitely put him in his place. You know what I mean? So
you starting to feel like I'm sure you're an MMA fan. You starting to feel like the heavyweight division is going to become more and more a big man's division. With guys like Lesnar and then Bobby Lashley's trying it. Where hey, if you're not 240 and like 6'3", right. You're asking for it.
Right. I definitely feel I'm going to hang with them. There's been talk about dividing the heavyweight. There should be a division. If you 5'11", repping 240, 245, you need to be light. But if you 6'4", and 245, then that's kind of that's a little difference. You know what I mean? Limbs are a lot longer. Yeah. So I don't know.
You don't think they should raise the limit, do you? Because I actually think it's a benefit for guys like you because it forces you to kind of work to maybe your best condition possible instead of going in at 285.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because anything over 265 is considered super. I walk around super, but I'm going to fight heavy. You know what I mean? It's just like anybody else in the lighter brackets. So personally, I don't want it to change. I want it to stay the same as is, and it's up to that guy where he wants to be. Like I said, he's 5'11", 245 pounds. I'm sorry, you need to be 185, if anything. 185, 205 at best.
All right. Confident Brett Rogers, we appreciate it. Good luck in this, and hopefully you win this one, and we get some premium matchups down the road with Strikeforce.
All right, man. Thank you, man. I'm also going to put out here, I'm going to thank my MMA agents, Michael Riley, and also my school in Lakeville, man, Strike Fitness. Thank you.